He took over from me. It took him about 2.5 years to right the ship after I left, and his ratings started to grow, and he was successful. No doubt about that. But it took him a while to do it, and he did it differently than I did. All right, Carlson and O'Reilly are two different guys. So Fox takes him off the air, and you know the story. And now Mr. Carlson says he's going on Twitter to do what he did on Fox. Same kind of show.
Tucker Carlson's new show, Tucker on Twitter, premiered the other night, and apparently his branding was scaled down, he used less graphics, and Tux appeared to be running the teleprompter himself. As was seen in the opening clip, Bill O'Reilly, who is now on News Nation and YouTube, compared himself to Tux. It's natural to do so, seeing how they were both fired by Fox, and, as Billy Boy explained, Tucker not only filled O'Reilly's primetime slot, he raised its profile. I'll add that Tux's audience may have been aided by him hosting Tucker Carlson Tonight during Trump's stint in the White House, but whatever. However, when it comes to ratings, this looks like it's Fox's loss. More on this later. Meaning it's Twitter's gain, especially Twitter Blue. It seemed like the checkmarks primarily promoted and posted and retweeted episode 1. Elon Musk needed some help with making his social media site more interesting. These losers couldn't do it.
Unfortunately, paying Elon Musk for Twitter Blue does not mean that he could get people to like you. Both of these tweets when I took this picture had over 150,000 views, but less than 60 likes each. Their most engagement is in the comment section, which does not convert to likes or follows. And now they're convinced that they're shadow banned. No, people just don't like you or your content.
So, Tucker began his first episode by saying, as of today, we've come to Twitter. We're told there are no gatekeepers here. If that turns out to be false, we'll leave. But in the meantime, we're grateful to be here and we'll be back with much more very soon. He discussed how the media ignores, suppresses, and discourages Americans from finding info on major news stories, adding, the media lies, but mostly they just ignore the stories that matter. In journalism, curiosity is the greatest crime. And seeing how Tucker used to work at MSNBC and CNN in addition to Fox, how is Tucker not talking about himself or referring to his work? I mean, he's not a journalist. The media lies. Him. The media ignores, suppresses, and discourages Americans from finding info. His work. He once had the most viewers on cable news. He was mainstream media. Major news stories could have come from him. Why are his fans expecting anything different? With all of that said, The Guardian reported that Fox removed equipment from Tucker's home after building a custom studio there. Plus, according to Mike Allen and Sarah Fisher, Fox informed Tucker Carlson's lawyers the other night that he breached his contract with the network when he launched his own Twitter show. I need to add that Carlson's lawyers argue that Tux has the right to free speech on social media. We'll see how this goes. Also,
insiders at Fox, if you go to the next one, are telling him privately that all on-air talent, Karen, have been banned from saying the name Tucker.
Oh, wow.
On air.
That's pretty extreme, but this is the same person that was controlling the narrative by only, having books on that they were publishing inside. So what does that tell you?
But what, yeah, and how is that if you want to be a media company that says we're for free speech and one of your anchors wants to say, oh, Tucker just posted a video on Twitter. You can't mention his name. You're banned from naming Tucker Carlson. Do not mention Tucker on the air. I think it's absolutely incredible.
Despite all of that, and as of me writing this, Tucker on Twitter has racked up 84 million views. Fox's primetime numbers are down. Personally, I was under the impression that Fox was the machine that created both Bill O'Reilly and Tucker Carlson. I was wrong. It seems like Tucker's landing was a step or 3 higher than O'Reilly's. With that said, neither of them are where they were. While Bill O'Reilly's firing was a fall from grace, Tucker Carlson's may have merely been a fall from great. Like, things are good for him, but I think he'll be okay. Just as long as he isn't in legal trouble and Twitter continues to be a thing. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene has a new boyfriend, and good for her. We all need to be loved and respected, including people who dress in drag, like MTG's new boyfriend. The link to that video is in the description below. My content can be found by clicking the Jeff Wiggins hashtag or visiting my YouTube channel called We Gonna Be Alright. And if you didn't know, my architect knows Japanese.